Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Virtually Josh, and today we're going to be taking an in-depth look at In Death. Now, I'm a bit late to the game on this one, so let's not waste any more time and jump right into it. I'll see you on the other side. In Death is a VR shooter where you explore the afterlife and fight melee combatants such as zombies and knights, or ranged combatants such as monks or skeletal archers. Every run through of the game starts off in a location called the Sanctuary. This is your home base where you can view unlocked achievements and the leaderboard. Once you unlock the crossbow, you can also switch between your weapons here. Movement is provided by a mix of locomotion options. You can turn on snap or smooth turning and full movement, but it is rather slow because the focus is on bow teleport movement. Basically, you knock a special type of arrow or bolt, and once fired, you teleport to wherever it lands. This allows for some unique options when traversing the level, giving you the ability to bypass enemy groups or take them from a more strategic position. Okay, let's get this out of the way first. This game is a really good VR shooter. The bow mechanics are fantastic, and the unlockable crossbow is some of the most fun I've had in VR to date. Quickly pulling back and knocking a bolt before launching it at an enemy in rapid fire succession is a really great feeling. Coming around a corner and finding myself standing face to face with a rotting corpse and bringing the crossbow up to quickly take him out with a very satisfying headshot is a great feeling. In addition to its shooter elements, In Death takes place in a procedurally generated world. In theory, this means the world will take on new shapes and feature new threats each time you set out from Sanctuary, which is the game's very minimal hub. In practice, however, the variations were a bit lacking. In preparation for this review, I played the game for around 3 to 4 hours, and in that time I went through multiple runs. And even in that limited time, I would end up seeing the same procedurally generated area, even down to enemy placement. This happened 3 times in a row once and really highlighted some of the issues with the way the procedural generation works. I would have liked to see the generation on a more room scale rather than on the whole section of the level. This would have at least made it less noticeable when the duplication occurred. It's possible that this gets better as you get further into the game, but I would argue that the focus for variation should be towards the beginning of the game, which is the part more people will repeat frequently. The roguelike elements are similarly underwhelming. The only achievement I found myself excited to unlock was the crossbow. It would have been nice to see more bow and crossbow variants to unlock as the game progressed, and maybe even some upgrades to Sanctuary. Instead, you mostly see the updates to the amount of range damage or headshot damage, or even the awesome reward of unlocking harder enemies. I would rather have seen that tied to progress through the different stages of the afterlife rather than based on the number of times I killed the lower level versions of the enemy. A lucky run with a lot of monks does not necessarily mean that I am ready to fight the next tier of that enemy, but once you hit that point, you're stuck with them out there in the world. As I was rereading this part of my script, I realized that the best way to word what I'm talking about here is actually more tied to player choice. The roguelike elements are handled entirely without player input, and it would have been nice to maybe guide those choices to help me build a playstyle I enjoy, rather than what the game thinks I enjoy. I apologize for picking up extra sound. That's the cats. But when it comes down to it, from a replayability standpoint, the game is just plain fun. I'm sure that even with the above nitpicks, I will find myself returning to this game frequently. As with most VR games, the graphics can be kind of hit or miss. The enemies themselves are pretty generic, and while I did run into a few really impressive looking enemies during my playthroughs, nothing really stood out to me as truly breathtaking. With a medium like VR and the setting of this game, that should have been more than possible. Even if it was just a better skybox, I feel like the world would have felt more alive. Even with the slight graphical issues, this game pulls you in. When you're in game, you quickly forget about the rest of the world and find yourself considering how to enter the next room in the safest but most impressive manner. The game rewards bringing yourself into the world by giving you clues as to where the enemies are to the observant. An immersed player can almost see what's coming next, though it definitely still manages to surprise. The sound design is pretty great. Playing on the Rift S with earbuds, I felt that the sound definitely added to the immersion. Hearing enemies and knowing they were around the corner was pretty awesome. In my time with the game, I have found no story to speak of. I don't think that was really their intent with the game, though, so I'm willing to give it a pass. This is where this game really shines. This game is one of the most replayable VR games that I own, just due to the features and nature of the gameplay. And as one of the first true VR roguelikes, I can't wait to see this genre grow more on the platform. With more refinement, these games could become real centerpieces of any VR gamer's library. $30 feels fair for the amount of gameplay you're getting from the experience, especially if you're a fan of roguelike mechanics. Don't expect to come into this game and never die. That really isn't the point. Restarting frequently is the best way to succeed at the game, and it really emphasizes that. As I said previously, this game is one that I will return to in my library frequently, but with some of the lack of variation and the handling of the progression mechanics, I feel like the game falls short of something really special. If it had just the issue of the variations or just the issue of the unusual progression system, it would be better, but with both, I'm going to have to give this one a 3 out of 5. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with some of my gameplay footage to help you get a better idea of what the game has to offer. Footage is taken from one of my better runs. Enjoy!
Ooh, that headshot sound is so satisfying. Let's try that again. Whoop! Whoop! Okay, I'm going to stop saying that. Oh, shit! My right touch controller battery is low. That explains a whole heck of a lot, actually. Yeah, I hear you over there, jerk. Riggedy. Wrecked. Get him from around the corner. Whoop. Whiffed. I like a hand crossbow with a crank. Hey, what are you doing? Whew. Yeah, I think I can hit him. Bye. That was much easier. Boop. Yeah, I heard your sword. Oof. That hurt a little bit. Hey, stop that. Okay, good. Boop. Shit! Woo! Whew. Woo! I knew he was there, but I didn't know he was that close. Ah, holy shit. It's electrifying. Hey, this is the room where I died that first run. Or that one run. I don't think that was my first run. Ah, shit. Shit. That sucked. Oh well. Could be worse. Woo! Well, that was freaking intense. Alright, let's go hit back the area that I skipped, which is up there. Make sure there's nothing over here first. Nope. Which one do I got? Yeah, I can buy something. Alright, let's see what we got. Do I need health? Yeah, I better buy the health. Boring, but important for success. Alright. Get in there. Let's get out of here. Boop. Coming over. What's up, guys? Shit, I hear it. Shit. Yeah, let's get the explosives. Oh, shit. I didn't mean to do that. Where am I going? Pit of Reformation? Okay. Till I know what I'm up against. Okay, so I got bad guys, like usual. Oh, shit. Okay, got him. Oh, you have to hit him right in the heart. Okay. Shit, what the hell are you? Skeletal archers are some bullshit! Ow. Woo! What the f*** is that, dude? Yeah, I'm so dead. What the hell was that?